I have studied constitution intently to find out why all this political instability, political uncertainty, and political immorality is prevalent in India despite this country having the largest written constitution in the world and often being praised as the largest democracy in the world. I have found several issues where the constitution was totally deviated. We have so far successfully completed discussion on the preamble. I told you that basic structure of the constitution was only sovereign democratic republic because we, you and I, the people of India, having resolved to constitute India into that structure. Hence, that is the basic structure. Of course, the basic objectives of constituting India into a sovereign democratic republic is to attain three main objectives, namely justice, liberty, equality, and subordinate objectives of fraternity, unity, and individual dignity. How far they have been achieved is known to you better than anybody else. It can be known by experience, not by studying the constitution. We have also completed discussion on Article 1, which state that India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. We have discussed on Article 2, 3 and 4, which are related to reorganization of states in India. We have also completed Article 5 to 11, which are related to citizenship. Today we will discuss on the third chapter, which contains fundamental rights of the citizens. Before going into individual fundamental rights of the citizens, let us discuss two articles which are introductory in that chapter, namely Article 12. Article 12 gives us the definition of state. State includes Parliament and the Union government, state legislatures and the state government, and other local bodies or authorities under the government of India. Important issue I would like to bring to your notice through this article is that please observe the language. The Parliament and the Union government, the assemblies and the state governments. Please understand, Parliament is different from government. State assemblies are different from state governments. Parliament and assemblies constitute legislatures. They are the legislative wing of democracy. President of India and the governor and all the ministers and employees working under them are executive. In a democracy, legislative, executive, and judiciary should be separated. Each should work in their own spheres. Unfortunately, Parliament is government, government is Parliament, because whoever has majority in the Parliament is becoming Prime Minister. Whoever has majority in the Assembly is becoming a Chief Minister. This is not democracy at all. Especially when you said that executive must follow the instructions of the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister, that means you have nullified the executive. India does not have an effective executive. As such, India is not democracy. It has never been democratic right from 1950. We know people elect MLAs, people also elect Lok Sabha members, and all the MLAs elect Rajya Sabha members. All these three groups are called electoral college. They elect the president of India under Article 55 without issuing a whip. President should form government at the union level under Article 74, 75 and 77. He sends governors to form government in the states. Governors should form governments in the states under Article 163, 164 and 166. If president and governors do not have majority in the parliament or the assemblies respectively, that is the most ideal democracy. That is what obtained in United States of America. American president does not command majority in the Congress most of the times, and governors do not command majority in the respective assemblies. If majority and ruling both are under one hand, he will oppress the opposition parties. He will imprison his opposition leaders. He will destroy their financial roots. He will get them beaten up through his workers and police. This is what happens in Pakistan. Because somebody becoming chief minister with majority in the assembly or some other becoming prime minister with majority in the parliament is contained in Article 91 and 130 of the Pakistan Constitution. That is not democracy at all. That leads to abnormal corruption, family rule, caste rule, individual rule, and political party rule, but not democratic rule or constitutional rule. Now a chief minister is imprisoning his ex-chief minister. Supposing it is the president of India and the governors ruling the country, can an existing governor imprison? He cannot imprison the governor because their governors are not responsible for their actions in due course of execution of their office as governors under Article 361. If opposition chief minister or somebody is troubled, there will be commotion, there will be agitation throughout the India. Because whatever a governor does, whatever a president does, it will have repercussions throughout the country because his opponent, presidential candidate, will be there in every state. So the political opponents cannot be oppressed so easily if you follow a presidential or democratic or republic form of governance. There won't be conflicts between state and the state. There won't be conflicts between state and the center, and there won't be midterm elections. India will be peaceful for 5 years and will progress. So it is necessary to follow the democratic principles in India. You can also observe the language of Article 356. When President dissolves the assembly and the government of a state, there also it is used assembly and government. The responsibilities of the assembly are taken over by the parliament or its assigns. The responsibility of the governor or the governors is taken over by the president or his assigns. Both are treated separately. But unfortunately, we are seeing that whoever has majority in the assembly and parliament are becoming the rulers. This is not democracy at all. And now going to Article 13, it states that any law passed cannot violate fundamental rights granted under the Constitution. Needless to say, any law passed by the Parliament, states do not have powers to pass any law violating fundamental rights. Even if the union government passes any law in violation of fundamental rights, such law is invalid according to Article 13. Needless to say, it does not apply to constitutional amendments. In 1971, amendment was brought to the constitution that constitutional amendments are exception to Article 13, and it is of course justified because under the constitution there are certain occasions when fundamental rights are suspended temporarily. Say, for example, during the time of war or during emergency under Article 352. So, my dear friends, my main thirst is on explaining you that legislative, executive, and judiciary should be separated in a democracy. If not, it is not democracy at all. The listeners who have followed my videos earlier may be thinking that I am repeating the issue, but I will do that. I will repeat that until you share such videos among your friends and relatives, and finally it reaches the people at the top, the polity, press, judiciary, and the intelligentsia, and until a change comes in India. We hope for India to become democratic in due course due to my effort and your effort. Thank you for watching my video. I request you to kindly comment, share, and subscribe my videos. Thank you. Thank you very much.